When I first arrived at Cornell, they asked me to teach a very large, very mandatory undergraduate class. And the department asked me to revamp it to really sort of bring it up to speed. So the first thing I did was I reached out to the McCormick Institute to try to get some help. And they were tremendously helpful in making the class very, very successful.
Well, here at Cornell, we were looking for a way to elevate the importance of high-quality teaching for our students. Jim McCormick is an amazing alum because he stepped up.
The James McCormick Family Teaching Excellence Institute is a really go-to and respected resource in the College of Engineering.
What we do is we try and support faculty and what they're trying to do with teaching. When I meet with faculty, I always ask what they're trying to do with the course, and then we build from there because they have great ideas, but sometimes they don't know the different ways to teach it that can be more effective.
So when I first arrived here, I was very young back then. I looked like a student. So I had to think about things like, how did I walk into the classroom on day one and gain the students' respect? And Kathy gave me tips on how to do that. So that was the turning point for me, is having the access of a resource in the college that was set up in such a way that it spoke to those of us who teach engineering and science.
I really benefited greatly from having small advice about how to more effectively work with my TAs, how to get the class more engaging, and so forth. So that's a good example of the value of having this one-on-one coaching available through the Teaching Excellence Institute.
Coming from industry, I was a little bit unnerved by the prospect of standing in front of a classroom of students lecturing for an hour or 2 hours at a time. Fortunately, I got to interact with MTEI in my orientation week, where they really encouraged us not to stand there and lecture for an hour or two straight, as well as giving us tips and tools to break up the class and make it more interactive.
We've redesigned a number of classrooms. They used to all have the seats in nice fixed rows, and it's much harder to do active learning or to engage in groups that way. So we've taken the number of the classrooms, taken out the seating, put in tables and chairs.
I want to give you a number, 20. That's the number of faculty members out of 36 who have won teaching awards in the last 2 years who've worked with the Teaching Excellence Institute, either through one-on-one coaching, course redesign, or through the workshops that we hold. If you think about that, that's roughly 40 classes a year, each faculty member teaching 2. And that's impacting thousands of students.